Hey, what's going on? JD here, and I have a quick unboxing for you today. Today we are going to unbox the Specialized S-Works Aries road shoe. Pretty excited to jump into these guys. These are the shoes that I am going to be wearing moving forward. They are a little bit different design than what I have been wearing, but some of the features that this has I am super excited about. So let's open the box, take a look at them, and talk about them a bit. So get in here. You can see we've got the body geometry talking about the shoes on the box. So let's get these guys out. You can see we've got the shoe manual, and then we've got a nice little carry tote to carry shoes with a little bit of mesh here. Specialized logo, S-Works on the side. Kind of a nice touch, especially to let those things breathe. But here are the shoes. So we've got the S-Works logo across the side. We've got a Specialized logo on the side here too, as well as the top. And if we flip over to the bottom, you can see we've got a full carbon sole. So that's pretty exciting in the sense that these guys will be super stiff, and I love myself a stiff shoe. Now, these guys have a stiffness rating of 15. This is stiffer than any shoe that I have ever had. However, I will note that I do love when my shoes are as absolutely stiff as possible. It just allows for a better power transfer. And for me, I find it a lot more comfortable when I'm up and putting power into the pedals. If I do have flex in the sole, I don't particularly like it. With these, that shouldn't be an issue. You can see we've got venting in the front as well. Full carbon through here. In order to make these guys a little bit lighter, you can see that they've been molded in such a way where it's not necessary, but still carbon there. We've got a heel pad that is replaceable, which is good. You can see the little stiffness index 15 there, as well as marking for your cleats. Now, this is a titanium plate here to screw in your cleats to, and it is adjustable back and forth. Again, something that I look for in any shoe. I need that adjustability. I like to push my cleats far, far back instead of having them further up, and the closer to midfoot that I can have them, the better off that I feel. So really super excited about that. It's got the S-Works logo in the side there. If we take a look at the other side here, we can see that they've got the boas, the boa dials, nice and flat. They are the Li2 boas. I've used these for a long time on my other shoes. I just really like them. Low profile. They work really well. These are kind of cool. They've got that nice little clear, and you can kind of see some of the inner workings of it. Absolutely amazing. So if we flip over to the other side, we see Dyneema. Now, this is an interesting thing that is with these shoes. So if we look over, we've kind of got this design where we've got the Y, and you can see that there's a little bit more material in between. There's something else in there, and that is the Dyneema. And what Dyneema is a polyethylene fiber, and it is 15 times stronger than steel. So what is this going to do? So when you're pulling up on the foot, laying down some power, especially if you're a sprinter, what's going to happen is this is going to give you some rigidity and some stiffness, and it's not going to stretch. A lot of straps that flip over are just that thin material, and there is a little bit of stretch, and as your shoes get a little bit older, you can maybe experience that a little bit more, even when they're tightened down. So I'm excited for that as well. You can also see there's kind of a Y design here to stabilize it, and that should help hold the foot in position, especially when pulling up. So I'm excited for that. Now, if we just tuck that in there, we can see that there's perforations for venting. We've got a nice wide toe box, give your toes lots of room. You can see sort of this other material here, which is part of the sock, which is another unique feature of this shoe. just going to pull some cardboard out of there so when we weigh them, we don't get the false weight, leaving things inside. So this has like an oversock. So it's a little bit different. These will clamp down over top, and you've got that oversock to secure your foot. And from what I've heard from people, they feel a lot like slippers. I will do a full review once I have put a few thousand kilometers on these, so I can give you a good, honest feedback of how they feel in comparison to what I have. And the other feature that is really cool is they have what they call the padlock heel, this hard kind of plastic to lock your heel in place. It's got the Specialized logo is there, and it encompasses the entire foot. So a little bit higher cut, as you can see. These are going to be probably someone who likes to sprint and lay down the power. With the Dyneema, what it's supposed to do is help with some lateral foot roll, which is great because I do have an issue, especially with my right foot, that I have a tendency to pronate it outwards, and I'm hoping that these are going to help stabilize that a bit. That's from a past injury. But overall, these guys are looking phenomenal. They feel great. They look great. And like I said, nice and stiff. So we're going to grab the scales here, and we're going to turn that on. So these are a size 43. We're going to throw them on the scale, and they come in at 256.25 grams. And we'll just throw the other pair on as well. 252.27 grams. So a little bit of discrepancy. Usually what happens is I leave something in there or something like that. So 252, 256. So that's kind of your range for the shoes. But ultimately, beautiful looking shoes. I'm looking forward to especially the Dyneema to see how this is, because again, 15 times stronger than steel. It should be able to keep your foot stable, especially since there is no stretch with that polyethylene fiber. The stiffness, 15 stiffness, a nice cup, nice wide toe box. It is going to be a very cool ride. And again, this sock material here, which you can see, apparently makes them feel like slippers. My only concern would be kind of cleaning that a little bit, but we will do that as well. I've done some cleaning of the shoes in the past, and I will utilize the same things, and I imagine it will work just as well. I have some different cleaner that can help keep these nice and clean. I imagine it is probably more of an issue on something like white shoes versus black shoes. Excited to get in these shoes. You're going to see me rocking these for the next season. If you do have any comments, questions, or things you would like to know or see about in the review of these shoes, please do let me know in the comments below. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so you get notifications. And until next time, see ya.